Welcome to the multiplayer modding update for Operation Harsh Doorstop, the most extensive update that we have released since the game's launch earlier this year. In this update, we've focused on addressing the most critical features our community has been asking for, with the most significant addition being the automatic downloading of modifications for multiplayer servers. Now, whenever you join a multiplayer server, your game will automatically synchronize with all custom content that server is using. This means new maps, new game modes, new weapons, and anything else you could possibly imagine. However, this is only one of the many enhancements, improvements, and fixes we've implemented to bring Operation Harsh Doorstop closer to our vision of the ultimate community-made tactical shooter. In this update, we've introduced a ton of new content, including fresh maps, new weapons, and a complete overhaul of our animation system. We have also made substantial improvements to our lighting mechanics, especially in interior environments. Character models have been updated, bugs have been fixed, and during this update, we'll also be actively playtesting upcoming features like vehicles in construction. And today, I get to show you all of the progress we've been making. Let's dive into some of the biggest highlights of this update. First, we have completely revamped our animation system. This was a feature that many people in our community have been requesting. Now, when you play Operation Harsh Doorstop, you'll notice a wide variety of subtle details and inertial changes. Simple actions like going prone or changing stances or getting too close to walls in the environment will have subtle impacts on your animations and movement. For example, now, when moving in a prone position, all of your crawling movement is fully animated, and this will also subtly change how effective using prone is during combat, as aiming down sights while moving in prone positions will be restricted. Additionally, all weapons now physically interact with your surrounding environment, impacting your ability to utilize long weapons in close quarter engagements. However, besides just new animation improvements, we've also been adding a wide variety of new weapons to the game. The PPSH submachine gun and the M107 sniper rifle, as well as a range of other new and unique weaponry, are all available for you to download and play with for free today. Thank you so much to every single person who has believed in this project enough to support us on Steam, Patreon, Discord, and YouTube. You all are the ones that have made this project possible, and you all are the ones that we're making this project for. I can't wait to see you all on the battlefield.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that because I put a lot of effort into it. If you happen to be new to this YouTube channel, well then, hello, my name is BlueDrake42, and I am currently the owner of the studio making our game, Operation Harsh Doorstop. And if you have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know how much this game means to me and how much time and effort we've been putting into it over the years. But if you are new to this channel, well, let me explain to you what we are building here. Operation Harsh Doorstop, at face value, is a tactical shooter. But the entire development team that is building this game sees it as something much bigger than that. You see, there's a lot of tactical shooters out there. There's Squad, Insurgency Sandstorm, Arma, Ground Branch, 6 Days in Fallujah, Ready or Not. I could go on, and there's new tactical shooters being announced every single year. But Operation Harsh Doorstop is doing something a little bit different. What our game is aiming to be isn't something that generates a bunch of money, isn't something that we can turn into a franchise. What we want to create is just a free tactical shooter game that has all of the features that all of these different communities need in order to do their jobs. I started the Operation Harsh Doorstop project because I personally needed it in order to do my job as a content creator. I needed a place where I could create any kind of modification that I needed in order to run the types of events that I wanted to run. I wanted to be able to create content without being afraid of getting a DMCA strike. I wanted to be able to host my own servers so that way I could have complete control over the types of multiplayer matches that my community could come and play with me in. And I also needed a game that was free. So that way I didn't have to sit there and convince all of my community members to spend money on yet another game just so they can hang out with me. That's all stuff that we finally made possible for people with Operation Harsh Doorstop. This is a completely free game that you can download on Steam, that you can use to do anything you need to do with. You can create videos with it, you can create modifications, you can host servers that you can customize any way that you want. And while, yeah, there's a lot of other tactical shooters out there that maybe do a few of these things, until we released Operation Harsh Doorstop, there was not a single completely free standalone game that would give you that level of control. And that's something that we wanted to create. Now, as of today, we have launched the biggest update for this game that we have put out since we originally released the game for free in February of this year. And I personally think that this update, which is our second major milestone out of 4, is probably going to be one of the most important updates that's going to enable our community and other communities to do incredible things that they're just not able to do in, I would say, most other games, and definitely not in any other free games. This is an example of a modification that somebody created for Operation Harsh Doorstop on our Steam Workshop. Now, the creator of this, he goes by GB Costa, and he's actually created a number of really cool things. Now, when Operation Harsh Doorstop originally launched, we did have Steam Workshop support. But in order for everybody to play with those modifications on a single multiplayer server, each individual player would have to download the modification separately and ensure that it was running the same version. It wasn't ideal. But with this update that's now publicly live on Steam, we've changed all that. Now, whenever you join a multiplayer server, all of those modifications on that server are going to be automatically synchronized to each player. This means when you join, not only will you download new mods that maybe you've never played before, but if the server has an updated version of that mod, it will actually check and ensure that you've been updated to the latest version. And we personally believe that this is really going to explode what people can do with multiplayer matches in Operation Harsh Doorstop. It was already possible to create things like new maps and new weapons, but I don't think a lot of people realize that it's actually possible to do significantly more than that in Operation Harsh Doorstop. You could create something like an extraction shooter modification if you wanted to. You could create all sorts of different types of game modes and gameplay styles. Theoretically, the limitations of what you can do with Operation Harsh Doorstop is pretty similar to what you could do with Gary's mod or 5M, if anybody is experienced with that from Grand Theft Auto 5, or even something like Arma, because you have the entire Unreal Engine SDK that we've released, again, completely for free at your disposal. We're hoping that this new overhaul to how the modifications synchronize based off of multiplayer servers is really going to help people explore all of those things that you can do much more freely. But in addition to that, we're not just improving the mod support, we're also improving the base game itself, because the vision for Operation Harsh Doorstop isn't to just create a barely functional tactical shooter that has great mod support. We want to make a proper tactical shooter game, a game that is right up there with AA, if not possibly even AAA quality standards. And if we can achieve that, we're hoping that that is something that is going to benefit the entire tactical shooter community, not just our own. And I know a lot of people ask this question, which is like, Blue Drake, why are you doing this? Why are you making this tactical shooter game and then you're just giving it away for free? This doesn't make any sense. And the answer to that question is I personally need a game like this in order for me to do my job as a content creator. And as many of you all know, I have been getting increasingly frustrated with all of the other games out there that either don't have the tools that I need to make proper content, or in some cases they'll even release modding tools and then they'll take them away once that studio gets bought out by some big corporation or something like that, as well as a host of other issues that just get in the way of me being able to do my job as a content creator. And I wanted to create Operation Harsh Doorstop as a way to allow me, myself, to do my job where I could build my own community in this game in the way that I want to build my own community. But in addition to this game being a tool for me, I wanted to put it out there so that anybody in the world could utilize it in the same way that I utilize it. You can use this game to build your own communities as well. You can make your own mods. You can make your own servers. You can create your own experiences. And when you make a video about the things that you create in Operation Harsh Doorstop and you start telling your community members, hey, come play this game with me, you're not going to have to sit there and convince everybody to buy yet another $50 game that they're just going to throw away next month. That's what this game is all about. It's about freedom of being able to play the game the way you want to play it and share it with other people in the way that you want to be able to share it. And while at its core, it's planned to be a solid tactical shooter, and we're going to continue improving all of the core systems to make the base game just a really fun, solid tactical shooter, all of these other systems we're adding, all of the mod support, all of the server hosting systems, all of that stuff is going to continuously give you the ability to transform this game into whatever you want it to be. So, I hope that's something that excites you as much as it excites me. I am going to continue releasing more details about all of the things that we've been changing about this game, all of the things that we've been adding, all of the things that we have planned. If you want to, please go and download the game completely for free on Steam. This update that we have been working on for months is out there right now, and while the game is still not done, there's lots of stuff that we still have left to add, I think you'll be able to see how much progress we're making, and you're also going to be able to slowly see what our vision ultimately is. As you see more of these updates coming out, as you see this project begin to take shape, you're going to start to understand. I think everybody's going to start to understand what we're trying to build. And I think that's going to be an awesome moment when everybody really starts to get it and we can all start coming together and making this game even better. The ultimate free tactical shooter with mod support and community server support and all of the things that we need in order for us to do our jobs as content creators, as server owners, as mod creators, as any of those things. We need this game to exist for us. Besides that, thanks so much. If you guys want to subscribe, please do. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of live streams coming up here soon, so make sure you turn on the bell so you can stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.